The Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen and keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/Jack Welch MBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
Abercrombie denim is everything right now. Denim should feel like this. Confident, easy, like your butt has never looked better. If you didn't know, Abercrombie's Curve Love denim went viral in 2019 for eliminating waist gap, and it's still a game changer. Between that and their classic fits with a straighter line from waist to hip, the perfect denim does exist. Shop Abercrombie denim in the app, online, and in store.
This is Optimal Living Daily: How to Disarm Internal Triggers and Improve Focus by Nir Eyal of NirAndFar.com. And I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, reading you blogs every single day of the year to help you live a more meaningful life. I get permission from authors of the best articles I can find online and then simply read them to you for free. For now, let's hear another post as we optimize your life. How to Disarm Internal Triggers and Improve Focus by Nir Eyal of NirAndFar.com. While we can't control the feelings and thoughts that pop into our heads, we can control what we do with them. Research of smoking cessation programs performed by Dr. Jonathan Bricker of the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center suggests we shouldn't keep telling ourselves to stop thinking about an urge. Instead, we must learn better ways to cope. The same applies to other distractions like checking our phones too much, eating junk food, or excessive shopping. Rather than trying to fight the urge, we need new methods to handle intrusive thoughts. The following 4 steps help us do just that. Step 1, look for the discomfort that precedes the distraction, focusing in on the internal trigger. A common problem I have while writing is the urge to Google something. It's easy to justify this bad habit as doing research, but deep down I know it's often just a diversion from difficult work. Bricker advises focusing on the internal trigger that precedes the unwanted behavior, like you're feeling anxious, having a craving, feeling restless, or thinking you are incompetent. Step 2, write down the trigger. Dr. Bricker advises writing down the trigger, whether or not you subsequently give in to the distraction. He recommends noting the time of day and what you were doing. In addition, it's important to note how you felt when you noticed the internal trigger that led to the distracting behavior as soon as you are aware of the behavior, because it's easier at that point to remember how you felt. According to Bricker, while people can easily identify the external trigger, it takes some time and trials to begin noticing those all-important inside triggers. He recommends discussing the urge as if you were an observer, telling yourself something like, "I'm feeling that tension in my chest right now, and there I go trying to reach for my iPhone." The better we are at noticing the behavior, the better we'll be at managing it over time. The anxiety goes away, the thought gets weaker or is replaced by another thought. Step 3, explore your sensations. Bricker then recommends getting curious about that sensation. For example, do your fingers twitch when you're about to be distracted? Do you get a flurry of butterflies in your stomach when you think about work when you're with your kids? What does it feel like when the feelings crest and then subside? Bricker encourages staying with the feeling before acting on the impulse. When similar techniques were applied in a smoking cessation study, the participants who learned to acknowledge and explore their cravings managed to quit at double the rate of those in the American Lung Association's best performing cessation program. One of Bricker's favorite techniques is the leaves on a stream method. When feeling the uncomfortable internal trigger to do something you'd rather not, imagine you are seated beside a gently flowing stream, he says. Quote, "Then imagine there are leaves floating down that stream. Place each thought in your mind on each leaf. It could be a memory, a word, a worry, an image, and let each of those leaves float down that stream, swirling away as you sit and just watch," end quote. Step 4, beware of liminal moments. Liminal moments are transitions from one thing to another throughout our days. Have you ever picked up your phone while waiting for a traffic light to change, then found yourself still looking at your phone while driving? or opened a tab in your web browser, felt annoyed by how long it took to load and opened up another page while you waited, or checked a social media app while walking from one meeting to the next, only to keep scrolling when you got back to your desk. There's nothing wrong with any of these actions per se. Rather, what's dangerous is that by doing them for just a second, we're likely to do things we later regret, like getting off track for half an hour or getting into a car accident. A technique I've found particularly helpful for dealing with this distraction trap is the 10-minute rule. If I find myself wanting to check my phone as a pacification device, I tell myself it's fine to give in, but not right now. I have to wait just 10 minutes. This technique is effective at helping me deal with many potential distractions, like Googling something rather than writing, eating something unhealthy when I'm bored, or watching another episode on Netflix when I'm too tired to go to bed. This rule allows time to do what some behavioral psychologists call surfing the urge. When an urge takes hold, noticing the sensations and riding them like a wave, neither pushing them away nor acting on them, helps us cope until the feelings subside. Surfing the urge, along with other techniques to bring attention to the craving, has been shown to reduce the number of cigarettes smokers consumed when compared to those in a control group who didn't use the technique. If we still want to perform the action after 10 minutes of urge surfing, we're free to do it, but that's rarely the case. The liminal moment has passed, and we're able to do the thing we really wanted to do. Techniques like surfing the urge and thinking of our cravings as leaves on a stream are mental, skill-building exercises that can help us stop impulsively giving in to distractions. They recondition our minds to seek relief from internal triggers in a reflective rather than a reactive way. As Oliver Burkeman wrote in The Guardian, quote, "It's a curious truth that when you gently pay attention to negative emotions, they tend to dissipate, but positive ones expand." You just listened to the post titled How to Disarm Internal Triggers and Improve Focus by Nir Eyal of NirAndFar.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
So good, so good, so good.
New fall arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off Vince, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
Because there's always something new.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock exclusive discounts on your favorite brands. Shop new arrivals first and more. Plus, get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with a Nordstrom credit card. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs are here, and it's a big deal. Why? Because Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are newly designed to help you do more, faster. It's pretty amazing what they can do in a day's work. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations. They can even extend your battery life so you never have to worry about forgetting your charger. It's like having a personal assistant built right into your PC to cover the menial tasks so you can focus on what matters. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. With deals on Dell AI PCs like the Dell 16 Plus starting at $749.99, it's the perfect time to refresh your tech and take back your time. Upgrade your AI PC today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals. And great practical tips that we can use from Nir. By the way, Nir is spelled N-I-R, and his site is spelled like that, NirAndFar.com. A little play on words there. This is definitely an exercise to try. The quick summary, again, step 1, look for the emotion preceding distraction. Step 2, write down the internal trigger. Step 3, explore the negative sensation with curiosity instead of contempt. And step 4, be extra cautious during liminal moments. I love the 10-minute rule, so something to try. These are all quick and simple. You just have to remember to do it. That's the key. So let me know how it goes. Have a great rest of your weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you tomorrow for Minimalist Monday, where your optimal life awaits.